Hey, Little Lolo coming back down to earth here, and I want to say this so that it is documented, but the internet is a disease that is slowly plaguing the minds of millions. We are headed down a dark road where things like Skippity Toilet are garnering billions of views, and where our attention spans are so small that they closely resemble that of a micro penis. Things are getting out of hand, guys. It seems like we're in this continuous need for two videos to be playing at the same time. The one video providing the main source of content, and then the other video providing us with some sort of stimulation so that we don't get bored and click off of the video, usually containing content like, a machine destroying different types of objects, somebody baking a cake to literal perfection, or the classic Subway Surfers. Oh, having said that, that reminds me. We are hitting a generation that might be overstimulated, my friends, and this is only the beginning. The generation where fast content is the new wave. The content where you could do two things at once, like watch a Twitch stream while playing Vampire Survivors on the other screen. Or watching a plethora of videos in the span of 30 minutes because short content is the best content. TikTok has shown that to be the case, my friends, and now all these other platforms are implementing it into their algorithms. But I believe having that much information in your brain without fully processing it can cause attentive mental problems in the near future, in the next decade, or within future generations. Just imagine your brain is a filing cabinet, right? And the more information you consume in a short amount of time will cause it to be backed up and like folders just everywhere, and papers and information that hasn't been processed yet. And now the little people in your mind are going crazy, like in that one SpongeBob episode. But that is not what I'm here to talk about, my friends, because that's not really fun. Also, we're on YouTube right now. No need for any of those additional theatrics. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to talk about the TikToker Pinky Doll, who has seemingly cracked the algorithm and everything that is TikTok. So I want to come clean, okay? I'm in a confessional booth. You're the pastor. Father, for I have sinned. Earlier this year, there was this trend, or maybe it's always been a trend. I'm not too familiar with TikTok trends, where these women would go live and role play as an NPC from a video game, which is where I was first introduced to Pinky Doll, where I remember her portraying a character giving you a side quest with like the Skyrim ambience in the background. And I'm gonna keep it 100p. I was fascinated with it completely, and I don't even know why. It was so weirdly unconventional that I just couldn't look away. So I took my dick out. Just jokes. I scrolled off of it. I was like, wow, that was interestingly weird. Wow. And then I would say an hour later, I went back onto TikTok, and as I was scrolling through my feed, you know how sometimes the lives pop up? She was there again, an hour later. And for that, I have to commend her for the commitment to the bit. It's really interesting seeing these different trends that are on TikTok, because it just showcases a whole new spectrum of the universe that is the internet. I don't know, it's so weird. Or maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe I'm hitting that pivotal moment where I'm just not going to understand any of the upcoming trends anymore. I'm going to be like one of those old dudes that are always like, back in my day. Now fast forward a couple months later, maybe April, where she appeared on my feed again, where she was still maintaining the same NPC bit with the addition of popping popcorn with her straightening iron. Guys, she mastered the art of TikTok without the need of having two videos at the same time. This was the two videos. The main content spewing out these sexual innuendos while captivating us with the NPC behavior, and then stimulating us with the popcorn. Guys, the popcorn is the Subway Surfers. I remember I literally stayed on the live for 20 minutes because with each pop, it activated like a neuron in my mind. Like I went, oh, It was like the caveman equivalent of like throwing a big ass rock down a steep hill. Like a kettle magically turning into a popcorn is better than any Martin Scorsese movie. Like, what do you think a Generation Zer would choose? Would they watch Goodfellas for 3 hours? Or would they watch this woman act like an NPC popping popcorn for 6? I think I'll go with number 2, please. I'm not the only one who thinks this. Apparently there is an audience for this. There is an audience who enjoy this supernatural interest as well. It's like she mastered the art of psychology and we're all her test subjects. Because what part of my brain is she bending sideways? I just want to know. Is it my prefrontal cortex? Because, buddy, I knew you were a whore all along. I think initially Pinky Doll piques our curiosity with the NPC bit that she does. And then when we start to investigate further, she brings us closer with these very subtle sexual innuendos that she does. And finally, for us to take the bait, she'll turn kettle into popcorn, creating the perfect trifecta of overstimulation, my friends, causing us to get stuck like Chris Washington from Get Out. People are weird. There's no other explanation that is needed. You know, that's it. That's the video. I'll showcase it right behind me over here. There are a lot of people who are garnering a lot of attention from this. But yeah, if you scroll through the TikTok live feeds, everybody is doing this trend to the point where it's going to get oversaturated. And in a couple weeks, nobody's going to even remember it and they're going to hop on the next wave. So for Pinky Doll, she already has to kind of find momentum to find the next big thing, which honestly, if she's smart enough, which I believe she is, she's already cooking something up right now as we know it. Anyways, that's all from me. I'm off to another dimension. See ya.
Hey, take your Jace. Gang gang.